They deleted your pictures to prove they moved on. Now they keep checking you in secret. They deleted your pictures to prove they move on. But now they keep checking for you in secret because the absence they created is starting to bother them. They wanted it to look easy. They wanted people to believe they had erased you without pain, without regret, and without hesitation. They removed the photos, cleared the memories, and acting like deleting your face from their page meant they had deleted you from their heart. But moving on is not always what people perform in public. They deleted it for attention. They wanted others to see that you were gone. They wanted to make a statement without saying it directly. They wanted you to notice too, because part of them hoped it would hurt you. That was the game. They wanted you to feel replaced, forgotten, and removed. They wanted you to question whether everything you shared had meant anything at all. They wanted the deletion to feel like punishment. And it did hurt. You saw the pictures disappear, and it felt like they were trying to erase the whole story. It felt like the moment you lived together were being treated like a mistake. It felt like your love, your loyalty, and your memories were being thrown away just to protect their pride. You wondered if they could be so cold. You wondered how they removed you so quickly after everything you gave. You wondered if they ever cared, or if they were only important if you were only important when you were useful to them. That kind of pain is quiet but deep. It does not hurt because it does not hurt because of a picture. It hurts because of what the picture represented. It hurts because someone who once held you close is now acting like your presence meant nothing. They knew that. They knew deleting those pictures would send a message. They knew it could make people talk. They knew it could make you feel like they had moved on faster than you. They wanted control over the ending look. For a while they enjoyed the performance. They acted free. They acted unbothered. They acted like removing your memories made them powerful. They wanted everyone to think they were already above the pain, but the performance did not last. Because after the pictures were gone, the memories stayed. After the posts were deleted, the feeling did not disappear. The feeling did not disappear. After they tried to prove they had moved on, they still found themselves wondering what you were doing. That is when that is when the secret checking started. They checked your profile quietly. They looked at your updates without making it obvious. They searched for signs of sadness, signs of missing them, signs that you were still affected by what they did. They wanted proof that deleting you had hurt you more than losing you had hurt them. But they did not find what they expected. They found you still living. They found you becoming calmer. They found you not begging, not chasing, and not exposing your pain for them to enjoy. They found a version of you that was slowly becoming harder to reach. That shook them because they expected you to react. They expected you to post sad quotes. They expected you to ask why they deleted the memories. They expected you to fight for proof that you were once you once mattered to them, but you did not. You let them delete the pictures. You let them make the public statements. You let them act like they were fine. And then you began healing in a way they could not control. That is where the power started fading. Their attempt to erase you did not make you disappear. Their performance did not make you chase. Their coldness did not make you beg for a place in their life. Instead, it taught you that anyone who needs to erase you, it taught you that anyone who needs to erase you to look strong was never truly at peace. You changed after that. You stopped needing evidence that the love was real. You stopped looking for your worth in what they kept deleting. You stopped measuring your value by how they choose to remember you. You stopped understanding that your presence was meaningful, even if they tried to remove every trace of it. That is why they kept checking now. That is why they kept checking on you now. They are not checking because they are fully happy. They are checking because something in them is unsettled. They are checking because your silence did not give them the reaction they wanted. They are checking because your healing is making them public, their public act look empty. Now the regret is starting to show in private. They may not say it. They may not act proud. They may still tell people they moved on, but deep down, they know they deleted pictures to prove something. They were not fully living. They were not fully living. Because if they were truly done, they would not need to keep looking. If they were truly at peace, they would not need updates about you. If they had truly moved on, your name, your face, and your life would not still pull their attention in secret. That is the fallout. They wanted people to think you were easy to remove. Now they are learning that deleting a photo does not delete emotional history. They wanted to look powerful. Now they are secretly watching the person they tried to erase. And the most painful part for them is that you are no longer performing pain for them. You are not begging to be remembered. You are not trying to prove you mattered. You are not asking them to put the pictures back. You are not chasing someone who needed an audience to pretend they were healed. You allowed their actions to teach you the truth. You learned that some people delete memories not because they are healed, but because they are trying to convince themselves they are. You learned that some people removed your picture, but still carry the weight of what they lost. You learned that public confidence can hide private regret. Now they are left with the silence they created. They removed the pictures, but they cannot remove the way you loved them. They erase the post, but they cannot erase the moment when you stood by them. They deleted the proof, but they cannot delete the truth that they lost someone genuine. And now, every secret check is a confession they will never speak out loud. They deleted your pictures to prove they moved on, but now they keep checking for you in secret, because the person who tried to erase because the person they tried to erase is still living in the place their pride could not reach. Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, share, and why not, thank you to my returning subscribers. You already know my heart. I love you all so much.